I was very lucky. I married the love of my life. He was tall, dark, and handsome, but that's not why I married him. He was so funny. I mean, he just made me laugh.
But at just 53, Tom Bress's life drastically changed. Diagnosed with glioblastoma, a deadly brain cancer, he was given just 9 to 18 months to live.
Both girls called their dad Superman. The girls, I think, are who they are today. I mean, Kate is off studying abroad in Rome. Meg is pursuing her music, and it's just been, I think, largely due to Tom. I mean, we miss him every second.
After a 15-month fight, Tom died in August of 2015.
It was kind of earth-shattering. My dad was as phenomenal handling that illness as any person could possibly be.
In the midst of his illness, Tom Bress raised more than $1 million for the Broach Foundation for Brain Cancer Research to meet its goal of funding a new clinical trial. It was money he knew may not save him, but might save others.
You know, Tom was one of those guys that just never give up. I mean, keep going, keep fighting, and if you keep doing that, you'll eventually figure out a way to beat it.
Through the Broach Foundation, Tom supported the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center and the research of Dr. Frederick Lang.
The first clinical trial that we did, we had 12% of our patients actually had a complete response where the tumor went away.
That trial tested Delta 24, a specially designed virus that attacks brain tumors.
Our goal has been to turn that 12% into 100%.
Dr. Lang's team just tested this new catheter to improve delivery of the virus. Now they are on the brink of another unique and sophisticated development, one which would do away with the need for surgery altogether and could even be transferred to treat other types of cancer.
What we are proposing to do is to actually deliver that virus using another biological agent, stem cells.
The stem cells can be introduced to the bloodstream, where they carry the virus right to the tumor.
The other thing that makes it so interesting is right now you go in for a brain surgery and they focus on a very specific spot. But we all know that glioblastoma kind of grows out like a jellyfish. It has tentacles. These stem cells will track to any tumor cells, so it's able to cover a vast area in your brain.
Delta 24 is also being tested with cutting-edge immunotherapy drugs, which unleash the patient's own immune system. In the lab, this has been highly successful, even preventing the regrowth of new tumors after the first is killed.
We're trying to use the natural biology to fight a biological war against the tumor.
Cancer's horrible, and brain cancer is particularly horrible. There's just been no treatments. I just think, you know, somebody's got to push to enable people like Dr. Lang to keep moving forward. And if we don't do it, nobody's going to.
Where they clicked out of.
It was that same sentiment that led to the birth of the Broach Foundation, launched in 2011 by James and Jamie Broach.
James was one of the smartest, brightest people I'd met. He was compassionate. He was fun-loving. He was a great father, a great husband.
He was funny. We rode bikes, we played baseball. He was a hero because he started the Broach Foundation.
Once he realized that the disease was progressing, he immediately decided that he wasn't going to be able to help himself, that he was probably going to succumb to the disease, but he wanted to be able to help others.
James enlisted friends like Chuck Yates.
I found it really interesting though as we sat there and talked about how underfunded brain cancer research was. The standard of care hadn't changed in 30 years. That was my answer. I'm in.
The value of support from Chuck and his partners at Kane Anderson has been immeasurable since that day, something for which the Broach Foundation will be forever grateful. Word also spread to others looking for a chance to contribute. Ryan Taft's aunt, Chris Estes, fought glioblastoma for 6 years.
What I remember most about her is probably her, free spirit, just to be a part of this foundation that I think ultimately through research we'll find a cure, and just being a part of that makes me feel proud each day.
To date, we've donated over $3 million to MD Anderson, which I never would have believed would have been possible.
More small things add up to big money.
This is one family, Jamie and her boys, that converted a tragedy into new life-saving research. This is going to hopefully someday put this disease in the history books, and they're the ones that would have written the history. Thank you.
My gratitude is unexpressible. Because of the Broach Foundation, our laboratory has a stability that allows us to explore very novel approaches. This clinical trial with the mesenchymal stem cell delivery system, 100% because of the Broach Foundation.
If James were here now, if he could see his efforts that he started 5 years ago, it's actually making it to the patients. To me, that is so exciting and so rewarding.
I think he would, as he always was, would be truly humbled by the support. I think he'd have that smile on his face that he used to do. That's always the smile I see on James's face when I think about him.
A large part of that support came from the selfless efforts of Tom Bress and his family, efforts the Broach Foundation will never forget, and now, with your help, will build on. Today, Meg Bress looks back at a song she wrote in high school called Making It Better, a song which to her now has new meaning.
It's so necessary to have that attitude of you are constantly trying to make things better, and it's just like what the Broach Foundation gave my dad. It's just the possibility that things will get better with time and that you have a chance to make things better.
Tom just really wanted to participate in that, and hopefully that this will be the way to stop this.